The glory hidden in your Gethsemane, the place nobody wants to be. There is a place in every believer's journey that feels lonely, confusing, and deeply misunderstood. A place where prayers become heavy, where faith feels strained, where obedience costs more than you expected, where God feels close, yet his silence is loud. The Bible calls that place Gethsemane. It's the place Jesus prayed, "Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done." Gethsemane is not the cross. It's the place before the cross, the place of surrender, the place of pressure, the place where obedience is decided. And if you're there right now, this message is for you, because there is glory hidden in your Gethsemane. Even if all you can feel right now is pain, take a breath. Let's walk slowly. What Gethsemane really is. Gethsemane was not a stage. It was a garden, private, dark, uncelebrated. No crowds, no applause. No miracles on display, just Jesus, his closest friends asleep, and the weight of destiny pressing down on his soul. Gethsemane represents the moment where God's will confronts your human will. It's the season where you say, "I trust you, but this hurts." It's where obedience stops being theoretical and becomes costly. Many people want resurrection power without Gethsemane surrender, but glory always passes through pressure first. If you're in a season where God is asking you to obey without explaining himself, you are in Gethsemane, and God does not waste that place. Why Gethsemane feels so heavy? Scripture says Jesus was sorrowful unto death. Let that sink in. Even Jesus felt overwhelmed. Even Jesus felt crushed. Even Jesus asked if there was another way. So if you feel emotionally exhausted, if obedience feels heavy, if faith feels harder than it used to, that does not mean you're weak, it means you're human. Gethsemane is heavy because it strips you of control. It removes certainty. It demands trust without clarity. It exposes your deepest fears. It requires surrender without applause. This is the place where God touches the deepest layers of your heart, not to destroy you, but to align you. The weight you feel is not punishment, it's preparation. The silence of God in Gethsemane. One of the hardest parts of Gethsemane is that God often doesn't respond immediately. Jesus prayed and heaven was silent. No voice, no angel at first. No explanation, just silence. But silence does not mean absence. God was watching, God was listening. God was allowing the process to unfold. Sometimes God stays quiet because what he is forming in you cannot be rushed. If God explained everything, you would obey for answers, not trust. Gethsemane trains you to trust God when you don't understand him, and that kind of faith can carry glory. Gethsemane produces things that comfort never could. It produces deep obedience, spiritual authority, emotional maturity, true humility, discernment, endurance, intimacy with God. Jesus left Gethsemane with his will fully surrendered. That's why he could stand silent before his accusers. That's why he could endure the cross. That's why resurrection followed. The strength you admire in public is forged in private surrender. God is not just preparing your outcome, he is preparing you. And the version of you that comes out of Gethsemane will be able to carry the glory ahead. The disciples slept. They didn't understand the moment. They didn't feel the weight. They didn't sense the urgency. And that's often how it feels for you. People around you don't get it. They say, just move on. Why are you taking this so seriously? Why are you praying so much? Why are you grieving that decision? But Gethsemane is personal, it's between you and God. Some battles are not meant to be explained, they're meant to be survived. If you feel misunderstood right now, you're not alone. Even Jesus walked through Gethsemane without human understanding. And still, God was working. Here's the truth that changes everything. There is no wasted surrender in God. Every tear in Gethsemane waters future glory. Every prayer shapes the next season. Every yes you whisper in pain opens doors you haven't seen yet. Gethsemane always precedes glory. Joseph had a prison before the palace. David had a cave before the crown. Esther had fear before favor. Jesus had Gethsemane before resurrection. If God has you surrendering deeply right now, it's because he trusts you with what's coming. Glory is not random, it's prepared. And it's hidden in places that don't look glorious yet. Listen to me gently. Don't rush out of your Gethsemane. Don't numb it. Don't harden your heart. Don't abandon prayer. Stay surrender. Trust, because what God is birthing in you cannot be formed anywhere else. This is not the end. This is not punishment. This is not delay. This is preparation, and one day you will look back at this season and say, now I understand. That was the garden where God prepared me for glory. If this message met you in a tender place, don't ignore it. Save this video. Come back to it when the weight feels heavy again. And if you want more messages that help you understand what God is doing in hard seasons, subscribe so you don't walk alone. And if you're in a Gethsemane season right now, comment, Lord, I surrender.